Am I overreacting because I am not over my ex? I, 29 female, lost my husband last year. Our relationship wasn't perfect, but I loved him deeply and was devastated when he died. I moved back into my parents' house states away, and I no longer had daily contact with the friends and family I had. I have been making new friends, going to therapy and support groups, and doing everything I can to still have a fulfilling life after him. One night, I was approached by a guy in his 30s in a club. I did not initiate the conversation, and I wasn't searching for someone. He asked for my number. I was flattered and gave it to him. I immediately told him I'm a widow and I'm not looking for a serious relationship right now because of that, but I'm happy to have a friendship, and if any of that was too much, I understood. He said that was all okay and he wanted to meet me where I am at. We started hanging out, flirted a little, made out once, and it all seemed okay. Again, I didn't initiate the physical contact, but I was okay with it. A couple of weeks after meeting him, I went on a trip back to where I used to live with my husband. I was going to spend a few weeks with my friends and in laws and visit the places I missed and have a good time with people who helped support me during the worst moment of my life. Well, he acted a little weird when I mentioned that I was going to be staying at my father in law and mother in law's house to save some money, but he never said anything directly, so I figured I was seeing things that weren't there. On a phone call during the trip, I mentioned that I had written a short story that was inspired by my experience at my husband's funeral. He asked if he could read it, so I sent it to him. He withdrew after that point. A couple of days later, in the middle of an entirely unrelated conversation, he says he no longer has the capacity to be my friend. I was hurt, but I apologized if I had overstepped any boundaries and wished him well. In reality, I was fuming. From my perspective, he initiated the relationship. I did not want a romantic relationship. I was very upfront about me being a widow and gave him an early out. He ignored that and pushed for the relationship. But when he realized I was serious about my trauma, he bounced. I felt lied to, used, and abandoned. I ranted about him to some friends, and the reactions were mixed. The friends who knew my husband instantly agreed with me, but a lot of my new friends think I was being unfair to this guy. One friend even compared it to being divorced, that it comes across as weird that I still talk about my husband and need to get over him eventually. I don't think that's a fair comparison in the slightest. I love my husband. I have a great relationship with my in laws, and I can't just ignore that this is part of my life. But maybe my new friends are right, and it does feel like I'm talking about an ex. So, am I overreacting because I am not over my dead husband? Edit. I appreciate everyone's insight. I have a personal rule of not posting things online if I can't handle hearing the worst opinions on it. I tried to respond to as many comments as I could, but it's a lot. So I'm going to leave with this. I'm going to give the guy a little grace and be grateful he extricated himself early on. As for the friends, you're all correct. I'm incredibly grateful to my bio family for taking me in and supporting me through this, but I left the city for a reason. It sucks to be so far away from the friends and other family who love and support me. I shouldn't be trying to replace them with people who don't care to understand. To every fellow widow who shared parts of their story, thank you, and I am sorry for your loss. To the few who told me to stay inside until I'm 100% over my grief or tried to white knight me, go pound sand. I hope you will never understand what I've gone through.